Hello, guys. After a long time, we are back and we are going to read a new book, Universal Principle of Storytelling for Designers. And it's a really good book. I read a couple of principles and I found it really useful for designers when we are creating our presentations and even in interviews, even in our design meetups and everything. So yeah, I'll start with the first principle. And what are we going to learn? So this is mostly about like the storytelling principles which we can use, like not just designers but anyone can use. And these are some universal principles, so that applies to all the fields. And yeah, we'll be seeing these 100 principles. And yeah, we'll be starting with the first one. It's part of emotion. And the principle is affect. Okay, affect as information theory. Now this sounds a bit complicated, but what it does, I'll explain you. Emotion provides an important source of information for decision making. Okay, let's see this. This is a scene from hospital where on the left, if you see, the nurse is giving proper care after the surgery, and on the second, you see the experience is not good for that patient because the nurse is scolding, the doctor is scolding. So that will be emotionally bit tough for the person who just came out of a surgery. So that only will decide that this patient will, again, if he has to refer to the hospital, if the experience was not good at the end, then he is not going to refer anyone in the future. Okay, so this is one important part. And whenever a customer buys anything, mostly like 70% it depends on the emotional aspect of that product than the rational. Okay, so yeah, rational is also important, but emotionally you should connect with the product. And how can we can use this principle in practice? So you can use like vivid word choices, like this is an example I have created. Like this is also from the book, but I did some extra thing where this is a simple sentence. Okay, the house was old. Now uh, if you prompt this to AI, okay, and even if you just read it, what's the imagination in your mind about this particular house? Okay, it was old maybe. Okay, I mean, you are not making it anything else than old. Okay, so maybe something like this, that old house with some sort of this kind of walls, where you can see some of the cracks or anything. But now um, you have read this in book, that if you explain this house, okay, not exactly this house but any house, in this manner, the ramshackle house with its peeling paint and creaking floorboards seem to whisper forgotten stories. This is much more elaborative, and it is connecting with different aspects of the visuals. So now you will see, this is I prompted in AI, and even AI is able to understand. Okay, let me make it a slightly different. So this is the principle. Okay, your words matters. And English is kind of a crude language. When if you are not using proper words, then the meaning just get lost. So you have to make sure that you are connecting these dots. Okay, the meal was tasty. So similar example, you know the meal was tasty, I was fine. Okay, I liked it. But once you say, with each bite, the rich velvety texture of the cake danced on my taste buds, sending waves of indulgent pleasure coursing through me. Now, that's a lot of explanation through words. Those words are alluring. Okay, now you will see this is how AI is giving you the output. So, similarly, our mind also works in that way. So once you gives some more details with some fancy words or some kind of extravagant words which shows you meaning, then it makes more sense for you to imagine that particular scenario. Now, understand, engage the reader's five senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch by words. Okay, only by reading you should make your readers feel like they are experiencing the smell, the taste, the touch, the sound, the sight. Then your intention will be more useful. Second emotion is allegory, we will be seeing in the next video. Thanks for tuning in and goodbye.